Hey, my dear friends, welcome back to the Penguin Reset. Before we begin today, let's slow down everything. You don't need to feel inspired here. You don't need any extra energy. You don't need any extra motivation. Just stay with me. Today's conversation is for the days when you feel unmotivated, tired, and disconnected, and you don't know why. Let me ask you something gently. Do you often think, I know what I should do, but I just can't bring myself to do it? You want to change, you want to improve, you want to move forward, but inside there's no drive. If that sounds familiar, you are not lazy. And today we are going to talk about why. Most people misunderstand motivation. They think is a personality trait, something you either have or don't have. They look at others and think they are disciplined. I'm not. But motivation doesn't disappear randomly. It shuts down for a reason. Here's something important. Motivation doesn't die because you don't care. It dies because pressure replaces meaning. When everything becomes a must, a should, a have to, your mind resists, not because it's weak, but because it's overwhelmed. Let's talk about pressure. Pressure can come from expectations, comparisons, deadlines, self criticism, fear of falling behind. At first, pressure pushes you, but over the time, it exhausts you, and exhaustion kills motivation. Many people try to fix low motivation by adding more pressure, more rules, more discipline, more strict routines. But pressure doesn't restore motivation, it suppresses it further. Motivation thrives in environments of safety. When you feel safe to try, safe to fail, safe to move at your own pace, pressure removes that safety. Think about how children learn. They explore naturally. They try things without pressure. But when learning becomes only about results, joy disappears. Adults are no different. Let's talk about emotional load. Many people are emotionally tired, not physically exhausted, emotionally drained, carrying expectations, carrying guilt, carrying fear. That emotional weight makes action feel heavy. When you are emotionally overloaded, even small tasks feel impossible. So you procrastinate and then you criticize yourself, which adds more pressure, and the cycle continues. Here's a key truth: procrastination is not laziness, it's often emotional resistance. Resistance to pressure, resistance to fear, resistance to self judgment. Let me say this gently. Your lack of motivation may be your system asking for relief, not more pushing. Relief from pressure, relief from unrealistic expectations, relief from constant self monitoring. Another reason motivation fades is loss of connection to meaning. When you forget why you are doing something, action becomes empty. Meaning fuels motivation. Pressure drains it. Many people are chasing goals they no longer feel connected to. Goals chosen years ago. Goals chosen to please others. Goals chosen out of fear. No wonder motivation disappears. Motivation returns when you reconnect with the intention, not big purpose, simple intention. Why does this matter to me right now? That question is powerful. Let's talk about rest. Motivation does not survive in a constantly exhausted body. Rest is not a reward. Rest is maintenance. Without it, motivation has no fuel. Many people feel guilty for resting. They believe rest must be earned. But that belief is why motivation keeps disappearing. A depleted system cannot cannot create drive. Motivation also needs flexibility. Rigid routines suffocate motivation. Gentle structure supports it. When you give yourself room to adjust, motivation breathes in. Here's something important. Motivation is not a constant state. It naturally rises and falls. Expecting yourself to feel motivated every day creates unnecessary pressure. Consistency doesn't come from constant motivation. It comes from self-trust and compassion. Let me remind you of something. You don't need to force yourself to care. You already care. That's why you feel frustrated. Instead of asking, how do I become more motivated? Try asking, what pressure am I undergoing right now? That question leads to relief. Another helpful question I would say is, what would this feel like if I approach it in a gentle way? Gentleness doesn't mean giving up, it means working with your system, not against it. Motivation often returns quietly, not as excitement, but as willingness. Willingness to try, willingness to take one step. That's enough. Today, I don't want you to build motivation. I want you to reduce the pressure inside you. That's the real shift. Before you go, sit with this question calmly. What pressure am I placing on myself that might be draining my motivation? Without any just judgment, just create an awareness with the question I have given you. If you feel unmotivated right now, be gentle with yourself. You are not failing. You are not being tired, and that deserves an understanding. Thank you for being here again. Listening instead of forcing is a powerful act. Growth is not about pushing harder, it's about learning when to soften yourself. If this video helped you even a little, come back tomorrow. We'll continue slowly, honestly, together. Take care of yourself. I will see you in the next video.